everyone. This is Safari Pat, and I am here with our newest wildlife wonder kid. This is Jack. Jack is the kid conservationist and youth ambassador for Orangutan Alliance. Jack, it is so amazing to meet you. I've heard obviously amazing things about you and really excited to talk to you today.
Yes, I'm excited to be speaking with you.
So Jack, how old are you?
I am 10 years old.
Oh my gosh, Jack. So what you've been doing as a 10-year-old in conservation is truly special. So I'm excited for everyone to hear about this. One of the things that I'd love to know about is this kid conservationist. How did you come up with this? How did you decide that you wanted to be the kid conservationist?
So my family traveled the country. My dad is a nurse and my mom is a teacher. So we traveled the country for my dad's work while my mom taught me. And one of the places we lived was Memphis, Tennessee. And there in Memphis, they have a great zoo, the Memphis Zoo. And it is so big, but one of my favorite animals there was the orangutan. And on one special day, it was the baby orangutan there, Rowan's. It was his birthday. And there was really, I looked into his eyes, and that was really where I fell in love with orangutans. And that was also where I first learned about palm oil and how it was causing deforestation in the rainforest. But that was really where I first fell in love with orangutans, was at Rowan's birthday party. So that was such an incredible experience.
That's amazing, Jack. Now, tell us about your life as a kid conservationist. What are some of the things that you do as kid conservationist?
Well, the biggest thing I do is educate, because I say education is the first step, because if we don't know about an issue, then how are we going to help it? And how are we going to know how to help it? So the biggest thing that I do is educate, whether it's through making fun educational videos or presenting in schools and zoos about orangutans and the environment. But I do many things such as education. And another thing that I've done is I did a fundraiser. And this was my first fundraiser where I sold reusable bags made from 100% recycled materials. And all of the money that I made off of selling those bags went to orangutan rehabilitation and replanting the rainforest to help reduce plastic waste locally and help orangutans globally. And my goal was to raise $2,000, and I ended up raising over $3,000.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yes.
Wow, Jack, that's incredible. Now, tell us more about this Orangutan Alliance. I mentioned that you were a youth ambassador for Orangutan Alliance. How did you get connected with them, and what is your role as youth ambassador for the Orangutan Alliance?
Yes, so even before I became the kid conservationist, after that birthday party, I decided I wanted to do something to help the orangutans. So I wrote to 3 companies, Hershey, Nestle, and Kellogg's, telling them about their usage of palm oil in their products. And that was shared on my parents' social media, and Orangutan Alliance saw that. And they said, hey, this kid is really did an incredible thing. I think we want to contact them and name him our youth ambassador. And ever since then, I've been working with them to do different projects, campaigns, and fundraisers. So Orangutan Alliance is an international nonprofit that works to help endangered species and protect the rainforest. And their most recent fundraiser is the My Step to Protect campaign, and their One Soap, One Tree campaign, where for every soap that they sell, a tree is planted in a rainforest area that is critical to orangutans.
Wow, Jack, that's incredible, and obviously really important work that you're doing to help protect orangutans. What do you think, as you're in your role as youth ambassador, what do you think has been the most enjoyable part of this whole experience for you?
The most enjoyable part is definitely when I go in to present to kids at schools or at zoos and seeing their face light up when they really say, hey, I know what my favorite animal is. I wonder if they're endangered. I want to see how can I help them. So really, that's my favorite part, is seeing the kids' faces really be like, hey, I want to help these animals, and really seeing them become passionate about wanting to help these animals.
That's awesome, Jack. Now, you mentioned before that you fell in love with orangutans at the Memphis Zoo, and I think it's amazing that you have red hair, and so do orangutans. You made a really amazing fun fact video about orangutans, 10 facts in 10 seconds. I watched that, and I thought it was incredible. So I have a question for you, Jack. Since orangutans are your favorite animal, give us your favorite fun fact about orangutans.
So my favorite fun fact about orangutans is their special relationship with their moms. And as you mentioned, they're the only redheaded apes. So of course I feel that connection, but I also feel the connection through their relationship with their moms, because I have a very special relationship with my mom since she is my homeschool teacher. And the orangutans, their moms are not only their mom, their teacher, their mentor, and their parent, but they teach them everything, whether it's how to make a nest, find fruits, or avoid predators, but they really teach them the ways of the orangutan. And the best part is that orangutans stay with their moms for the longest of any animal besides humans in the animal kingdom.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
just amazing. And I think what I learned from your video too is that the mothers don't reproduce until every 8th year, correct?
Yes.
So that's obviously important for them because they have to spend a lot of time together with their infant and allowing them to develop these important skills that they need for survival. Wow, what an incredible fact, amongst many that I learned from that video. Now, one incredible honor that you were bestowed upon recently was that you were named a top 20 finalist for Nickelodeon's Kid of the Year. First off, congratulations, Jack, on that honor. That's an incredible honor.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about that experience. What did that feel like to you to get that validation of all that hard work that you've been putting in as an advocate for conservation?
Yeah, so that was really amazing because I got calls from friends and family saying, hey, I was just watching my show on Nickelodeon and Jack, you were just on a commercial, I saw you. So it was pretty cool having that experience. But the best part was I gained a couple hundred followers, whether it was on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. And it was able to share the message of orangutans and the environment to those people who were really that didn't know about it. And it was really able to spread the message, and it was incredible.
Well, Jack, you're definitely an inspiration for me. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with not only what you've done, but your ability to articulate the importance of conservation, specifically with what you do as a youth ambassador for the Orangutan Alliance and as Kid Conservationist. So thank you for that. You've truly made an incredible impact. And one question I have regarding that is, what is your message to kids out in the world about specifically your favorite animal, the orangutans? Why is it critical that we do everything we can right now to help them?
Yes, so orangutans are critically endangered, and there's only about 115,000 left in the wild. Some experts say that they could be gone within the next 10 years. So it's really sad, and it's a now issue. We have to help them now, especially for a couple of reasons, really. One of the reasons being that they're the gardeners of the rainforest, which means when they eat up a fruit, so for example, their favorite fruit, the durian fruit, which is yummy, stinky fruit, but they eat it up and they either drop the seeds or poop them out. And that night when they go to make a bed, they spread the leaves and they build it around them, right, for that night. And that lets the sunlight in on the seeds that they just dropped. So the trees will grow, the seeds will grow into big, strong trees. So that's really why they're so important. And another reason is they're an umbrella species. And if you haven't heard that term before, that means since orangutans take up so much space to roam, if we give conservation land to those animals, then we're also giving conservation land to the 193 other endangered species living there.
That's a great explanation. Thank you, Jack. I think it's important to be able to do things like that when you have an unfamiliar word that some, kids might not know what it is and be able to explain that in a way that they can understand. So beautiful job with that. Now, I want to say that on behalf of KACF, we are honored to be able to speak with you because our mission is to promote wildlife conservation. And one of the avenues that we want to do that is through kids. And kids are the future of conservation, and we need everyone on board. So one of the ways we want to inspire kids is by showcasing kids who are doing incredible things, and you truly are doing that. So my question to you, and this is my most important question, what is your message to the kids out there who are looking to get involved, not only with orangutan conservation, but just in general, to do their part to help protect our endangered animals and the environment?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, education is the first step. If we don't know about an issue, then how can we help it? So before you start doing this, educate yourself on not only the issue, but how to help it. And then once you know about this, the next step is educating others. Educate everyone about this issue and really spread the message. And education is the first step to helping animals.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Jack. I want to thank you specifically for taking the time to do this interview with us. We cannot express how much we love what you're doing. We think you're an inspiration for the world in terms of what kids should be doing with conservation, and the attitude that you have. It's really remarkable. It's really inspiring. So thank you so much. We look forward to seeing more incredible things from you as Kid Conservationist. I can't wait for more videos to come up as well. And thank you again. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Pat. I had a great time talking with you.
Thank you.